I mean, even for me, we're in different spots. I would say you've definitely, quote unquote, made it more in your career than I've made it in mine.
I don't feel like I
But
made it yet, to be honest.
well, and that's funny because we can get back to the whole topic of this podcast, which is people soul wealth. People measure success by money, possessions, achievements, and status. So people either they create a money. Once I get this much money, I'll be happy. Once I have a headlining show in Vegas, I'll be happy. Once these girls who bullied me or my parents who didn't agree with me dropping out of college accept me, I'll be happy. These things. And I say the message of the show is to measure success by relationships and memories. And like from a worldly metric, I haven't made it. I don't have followers. I don't have money. I don't like Armand hooked up this studio. I could not afford this. Shout out
Thanks,
Armand.
Armand.
But I have friends all over the world. I mean, he's an example. I could go to most countries.
You're rich in friendships and memories and experiences.
Places. I think about the post button a lot. Like whether you hit post on like an Instagram reel, a YouTube video, a song, a lot of people hit post and then they wait to find out if they're successful. If it gets enough likes, they'll be like, that was a good video. If it gets enough views or monetization, they'll be like, that was a good video. I just say my success comes before the post button. If you had a good time here and we're genuinely friends and you could go and tell this experience, then
I think this is something I had to learn later.
Yeah.
That someone was like, just enjoy it. Just have fun.
Yeah.
Like you already won.
You did win.
You know?
And I think that on that Joey podcast, they were asking you about losing in the final of America's Got Talent. And you seem to have a very good, you said winning is just being here.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
And it is.
Yeah, I think you win just being part of such a great opportunity and experience and meeting all the other amazing talents on that show and creating friendships that I'll never forget. I'll never forget my time on that show. It was really life-changing.
Why?
I had never done anything like that. Like, I've never done a competition, and I had never really, like, I did, like, very small things on TV. This was, like, a multiple episode thing.
Yeah.
You know, I felt part of a family because you are with the same people over and over, like, even, like, the crew and the producers and everything. I never really had that. I'm a solo act. I've always felt, like, very alone and an only child. And that really showed me what it means to have a team.
Alone. That's a hard one, too, because, I mean, I started YouTube 5 years ago, and I read every David Goggins, every self-help book, every Think and Grow Rich. There's a formula from Think and Grow Rich. I would say it in the mirror. I'm going to have 1 million subscribers by this date on this time. I'm going to give up this, this, and this. And I just realized, I remember dropping out of school. I used to vlog 7 guys. I lived with 7 guys. They were my best friends. We'd make videos together. I dropped out of school. I was like, I'm going to spend all this time making videos. I'm going to make it. And then I had so much more time, but I couldn't make videos. And I realized I'm not actually passionate about making videos. I'm passionate about like being with people. And like vlogging makes me, if you're vlogging your life, you're like, okay, we have to do something exciting because we have to make the vlog interesting. And so it would bring people together. And then I tried so hard to like make it and get subscribers that I just isolated myself because I left school, I left people, and then I just realized like I would literally rather do someone else's dream if it meant that we could be a team than succeed in my stuff alone. And ultimately that's why I switched to the podcast, because at the littlest amount I get to talk with someone every day.
I love that you discovered that. I kind of have come to that conclusion recently.
Yeah.
Where after the show, I realized I don't want to do this by myself anymore.
Yeah.
And I've always been just a solo act performer. I have a very small team of like, I have my manager and like an assistant. That's it. But I learned that I don't like traveling alone anymore. It's like, it's not fun. It's like I get to go to like some beautiful places and it's really not fun to be there in the hotel room by myself. I would love to experience it with someone. And then even doing the show itself, I want to actually put together a variety show. I don't need my ego stroked and my name in the headline and, you know, me to be on stage 100% of the time. I think it would actually be more fun to be part of a group. And that's something I've never done before. I've never been part of like a group show and like, you know, you have your time and then the next person goes. Like, that's what I'm developing now.
That's so awesome. Unfortunately, we have to wrap it up soon.
No worries. We had a great conversation. I really appreciate you having me on the show, Ozzy.
In a second, I'm going to have you share your socials, but I did want to say one last thing about that. A lot of people say happiness is only real when shared. There's a Swedish proverb I really like, so I just wanted to force it into the end of the episode. It says, a win shared is a double win, and a loss shared is a half loss. When you win with other people, it's twice as enjoyable, and when you lose with other people, it's half the pain. So thank you for coming on the show. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you.
I love that you're a man of God as well.
Thank you. I love Jesus, God. It changed my life, and I would love to tell you my testimony after this podcast.
Yes, thank you. Well, let's talk about it. My name's Anna DeGuzman. You can find me on all socials at Anna DeGuzman. Come to the show so I can show you magic up close and personal so you can experience it in real life. And, you know, hopefully you believe.
Let's go. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Armand. Thank you.
Bye, Armand.